What's a skill that you think you wish you'd known you had to develop at the beginning of this journey that you learned too late?
I wish that I didn't have stories to myself about me being bad at math and money. I think most people have a story when they're younger about how bad they are at math. I have one that I think really messed me up. I was in it was high school. I was at Arcadia High, and I had a math teacher, and I wasn't very good at math. Like I struggled. I think I might have a little bit of dyslexia. I'm not sure, but I just couldn't get the numbers to stay in my head correctly. And so I was sort of struggling. And I remember one day the teacher was getting really frustrated with me, and teaching is a hard job, so I get it. But he looked at me in front of the class and he said, "Man, I think Helen Keller would have a better shot at winning an archery contest than you would at winning in finance." And at the time I was heartbroken about this and embarrassed, and did it in the way teenagers do, just I don't care, whatever. But I was very sad about it. And then I love my parents deeply, but my parents always used to say to my brother, "You're so smart. You're so smart. You're so smart. You're so smart." And to me, they would always say, "You work so hard. You work so hard. You work so hard." And at the time I was kind of mad. I'm also smart. What about me? And they would always be like, "Well, Cody's not very good at math." In the same way that they would say I'm not very good at singing. The singing is true. I'm not good at that one. But that math thing stuck with me for a long time. And so I always thought that it was big and hard and scary to be quote unquote good at math. And when it comes to making money, the math is really simple, guys. And I'm bad at making math, so bad that Helen Keller would be better at archery than I am. And so if any part of this skill is scaring you, I think it often starts with oh my God, I look at a spreadsheet and I panic.
Yeah.
I have to calculate something and I panic. I look at a calculator and I panic. And I would say just lean into that slightly, because I think in finance, we do a very sneaky thing, which is I think we try to make it seem really scary and hard for the average person to become rich. Why? Because if it's scary and hard for you to do it, guess what I get to do? I get to charge a lot of money for it. And so that's why most of us take our money and think about it for a second. We take our money and we give it to other people to take care of. Now, when you give your kids to other people to take care of 100%, there are opinions about that.
Yeah.
People say, no, you gotta take care of your kids. You gotta grow your kids. But with wealth, we can just say, no, I don't understand anything. I just give it to this guy over here and he figures it out.